Soul Garden.
Namaste, and welcome to Soul Horoscopes Orbits Edition. From my webcam to yours, I'm Christopher Rayman Witecki, your astrologer, and I'm a soul biographer, here to help you put the pieces of your personal karmic story together. Now our heart, which is where it's all about, is now in Virgo. In fact, we're in Chapter 2 of Sun in Virgo. We'll move from taking action to step away from what we don't like in our life or reality, and by the end of the week, hopefully finding peace and harmony back with reality. Mostly this is a health or reality change, and no matter what, you can expect change to happen in your life this week. Now, emotions start off a bit turbulent in Cancer, but then move into I Love Leo for 2 days on Monday and Tuesday. It's Light Cast Day, Wednesday, Thursday, with the Moon and Sun in Virgo, and the week ends with emotions being very sensitive and tranquil in Libra. The moon signs most affected are Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Aquarius, Virgo, Pisces moons highly affected, and Libra, Aries moons also affected, particularly at the end of the week. Now, looking at orbits, man, our chakras most affected starts at the solar plexus with the moon in Cancer, but then there's a whole party going on in the heart chakra, the sun, the moon, and now Mars is in Leo, so we now have our root chakra energy mixing with our heart chakra energy. The first thing that means is bow chicka bow wow. A whole bunch of Geminis are now being conceived, I can guarantee you that. But it also means it's hard for us to separate some of our ego initiative from our heart initiative, and I'll give you some clues on that here looking at the planets. It comes from this soul pyramid in water, this grand trine. You see, Saturn has now moved to 7 degrees Scorpio, which says before you close the door on somebody or something forever, and that's how we're feeling. Even these world politics kind of reveals that. We're about to change international politics forever. You should check your guides, you should meditate, you should connect. So in each of your horoscopes up above, I'll be giving you some tips on that. Another interesting clue, though, of course, is this grand square or grand cross, which will be breaking apart this week. Thank goddess for that, due to Venus and its fast-moving path. Now, the Venus-Uranus opposition is the last little touch of the grand square, and so in essence, I think once it passes through, you kind of figure out what's fair to you, and this weekend when the moon crosses Venus, I think we're finally feeling kind of free from all that energy. But don't forget to meditate, because like I said, once again, we are mixing our root chakra, bow chicka bow, with our heart chakra, and it's hard for us to separate. All right, let's take a good bird's eye view of you by taking the ascension elevator up. And I got a little secret for you up there, so see you upstairs.
Folks, this is your captain speaking. We realize you have a choice in the astrologers you choose to fly with, and we'd just like to thank you for flying with Christopher Witecki.
Namaste, Ambassador Gemini, and welcome to 33,000 feet and the Gemini Risings as well. We got a lot going on right now in the world. You don't have to be a genius to see it. Everything going on in world politics and Syria and all the nations is what's going on in our inner spirit right now, and Geminis are not off that hook either. The sun is in Virgo, which is how you respond to your own emotions. That's what the hot topic is. This is home, family, foundation, the way you were raised, and hopefully cutting away from some of that. But there's other fires going on literally everywhere in the universe. Saturn in Scorpio pushing you now to draw some boundaries, but listen to your intuition in the moment. So Gemini is really having to wake up intuitively in the moment and listen to their instincts. Plus also not knowing exactly where you are in the world, innovating your friendships, innovating your place, innovating your title, innovating your look, innovating your style, but trying to honor your inner child at the same time. These are all the multifaceted places of the karma right now. So as we move into this week, we're moving into Chapter 2 of Sun in Virgo. This is the part where, when it comes to emotions, we look at your mood. roots, your histories, how well you nurture yourself or not. Do you go to bed every night at the same time? This is what the inner infant needs to feel cozy, to feel secure, and to feel grounded. So these are the questions. As we start the week, you're going to step away from old childhood drama, baggage, emotion, issues with your mommy, and by the end of the week, coming to peace with yourself. So it's time to step up, be your own inner nurturer, and nurture yourself where you need to. Your ruling planet is way ahead of the game. In fact, by the end of the week, you're already deciding what you want next, even though you're still getting in order what you asked for. Then Jupiter in Cancer is expanding self-esteem and self-confidence in a big way. At this point, you're in uncharted territories. You have never been this person, never manifested this before, never expanded like this before. So this is brand new. The good news is the old self-esteem issues are dead, says Black Lilith, and you are cutting away from those forever. So that's good news indeed. And then lastly, Saturn in Scorpio. This is the part that's forcing you to be really disciplined and really focused in the moment. And in this case, before you make a decision or change something in your life, ask your guides. Do some meditation, connect to your body. You don't want to rush into surgery or anything crazy that changes your life right now. You want to really be careful. Now, last week, the real turning point was Tuesday, Wednesday, and that was when we had our quantum breakdown, both in Jupiter and also with Virgo. So for you, this was self-esteem on the one hand that might have broken down, and at the same time, emotion. So thoughts and emotions, I think, also affected, because thoughts too with Mars now. So really, that's the whole area now. Self-esteem, thoughts, emotions. Mars is in Leo now, so thoughts are getting hyperactive again, and all those might have crashed Tuesday, Wednesday, kind of leaving you floating, and then Saturday maybe decisive about what you need emotionally and what you need at home, because the lesson is emotion, even though it's playing out with self-confidence and with thoughts. Now this week, we begin right off on Sunday with taking action for whatever you need for yourself, stepping up for your own emotional needs, stepping up for your own emotional grounding. Again, when it comes to self-confidence, you're in uncharted territory, but at the same time, you're not allowing the old things to happen anymore. So that's all good. So Sunday, take action and you are feeling confident. Monday and Tuesday, very chatty, very playful. The moon in Leo brings out your inner child. You're going to be really wanting to play. You are loving and trusting, really, that everything will be okay with your feelings. Probably actually healing at home, or a situation with the home family, healing on Tuesday. So if there was an argument or a problem in the home family, literally, you might find some healing going on Tuesday. On Wednesday, Jupiter rules a day, so you might feel a whole new you. All right, this is a whole new emotional ground, maybe a whole new security. Maybe you're literally moving. Maybe it's really literally a new day. And it is countdown to Lightcast Day. So you are nesting, resting, and feeling a shift of your major foundation happening. Now this is kind of a peekaboo because it's really in the next 24 hours that Lightcast Day happens. The new moon in the United States will happen while you're sleeping that night, and for those in Europe and Asia, way before you wake up. And so ultimately, the power of the new moon, which is to set our intentions, will happen in our subconscious for most of us in the world. It means that when you go to bed on Wednesday, you want to kind of imagine where you intend to wake up. And when you wake up on Thursday, if things work out, you're in a new emotional foundation. Now, the world might have conflict this week with Syria and everything else, and I would think that conflict might happen between Wednesday and Friday, particularly on Thursday. That red lightning bolt is not just for you. Friday, though, is the light bulb, which means you finally get it, oh, I get it. Maybe some information you need about home and family. Maybe you're getting an answer on a mortgage or something literally to set security up in the home. But Friday, some good news, I think. The moon does shift out of Virgo and into your inner child, so it's either heartbreak or heartfelt happiness, I think, Friday, Saturday. And the planets look like for the Geminis and Gemini risings, probably happiness through the weekend. On Saturday, Venus rules the day and the moon is in Libra, and that means your inner child is alive. And you might feel a tug of war between what your heart wants and what your friends are wanting, and in that case, you want to innovate your friendships so that your heart gets what it wants. So Saturday, listen to your heart, listen to your dreams, and reinvent yourself in the world to accommodate your heart as well. That is a lesson. And of course, with the whole set of this week, you're really setting up an emotional foundation. Hopefully by Saturday, you're feeling grounded at home, you're feeling nested and rested, and you're feeling ready for the next chapter, which will be to go to a level of passion, if possible. So here's some good news for those who've been watching me for a while. My Act 3 Orbit Reports will be available for immediate download on Wednesday of this week. That's me being ahead of the schedule here by advertising early. But this is where I give you a 3-month arc for $9.99, and it talks about what you'll be doing in that course of time and how to plan for it in a long-term fashion. And let me tell you, Halloween is crazy this year. I think that's when the whole world will be changing. Now, if you want a little one-on-one time with me, Jumpstart the Heart is the video that I recommend. And Jumpstart the Heart, is the seminar that I recommend. I think the music went off. And Jumpstart the Heart is where you can learn on camera with me for 90 minutes in a Soulmart environment and jump through to those hard things in the heart. Get your attitude on the right course. All these are available at soulmart.me. Now, Gemini, I just want to leave you with one little tip. You know, the details is what all Virgo is about, and sometimes Geminis get attached to emotions because they're attached to a detail. So if you just can't let something go, try to let go of the associated details. Erase the details, find new details, because details do really trigger emotion for Gemini. So if you're stuck, reinvent your details. All right, Namaste, Ambassador. That's all I have for this week. I'll see you in 7 days. Until then, live, love, be.
TV.
Guys, someone left my freaking watch in here. It's behind the set under the O.